How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another new episode of Let's Play The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, second chapter. Last episode, we finished our training and had a lot of story development start. And now it's time to proceed onward. Let's go ahead and load up our file here. We have arrived in Grancel. You take care while I'm away. Mama, see you later. Grandpa, I want to ride that airship over there. That's the Queen's airship, sweetie. I mean, I kind of want to ride it too. If we ride the next airship, when will we arrive in Zeiss, I wonder? Ticket purchases are handled in the building nearby. Thank you. This is my first time riding an airship alone. What? I'm not nervous. No, not me. This is the airship company's headquarters, right? It's a nice-looking building. Not really. It looks run down. Huh? Really, this is why I cannot stand the pompous imperial nobility. And I thought there were limits to how unpleasant a single person could be. Ha! You took the words right from my mouth. Tell me, why does the Republic even care about the engine provision deal? I did not think Liberal's internal politics were your plaything. It's a matter of national, no, international security, of course. It's only been a decade since Erebonia attempted to annex this innocent little country. It is absolutely unacceptable for a half-barbaric nation like yours to lay their hands on such cutting-edge technology. The Republic is a long-standing friend of Liberal. We won't stand back and allow something that will threaten its interests. Long-standing friend. Some friends you are. You didn't send them so much as a soldier in the war. You're just pretending to be allies when it suits you, while standing back and doing nothing when it doesn't. What did you just... My Lord Ambassador Krenga. Krenga? C-R-A-I-N-A-G-H. Krenaga? Krenag. May I suggest we leave the matter here? We do not wish to bother the other customers. But, Mueller, Ambassador Cochrane, may I ask that you back down as well? This is a debate that could be handled just as well through the embassies. Very well. I can't say I like hearing that from a member of the Imperial military. Still, far better than hearing it from that pompous and gluttonous member of the nobility, I suppose. What did you... Well, gentlemen, if you'll pardon me. That insufferable she-wolf. This is why commoners with no history or tradition are my lord. Ugh, yes. I shall return to the embassy. I trust I can leave the other matter in your hands. As you will, my lord. Hiya. Estelle, yes? It's been some time. Since the martial arts competition, I believe. I'm glad you remembered. That was one heck of an argument just now, though. Who were those two, and why were they going at each other like a cat and a dog? The man was the ambassador to the Erebonian Empire. Pardon me. of the Erebonian Empire to Libero, Lord Davilkranga. The woman would be the ambassador from the Republic of Calvard, Elsa Cochrane. They head up their respective embassies here in the capital. Oh, I see. So those are the great ambassadors, How do a pair of whiny children like those two manage diplomatic negotiations, I wonder? Shara. I wish I could disagree, honestly. To say that the Empire and the Republic have always been on bad terms would be an understatement at the best of times. And on top of that, those two are like oil and water on a personal level. Well, no. The fact that they break into an argument every time they meet shows how similar they are in some ways. I guess I can see that. Though maybe it's 'cause I walked into the middle of the conversation, but I couldn't understand, like, half of that. Something about engine provision and Liberal's internal politics? Sorry, I guess I shouldn't ask. No, I don't mind. It's not really a secret anyway. The engine in question is actually the latest from your own central factory. Once the design is finalized, sample units are to be provided by your airship company to the Empire and Republic both, but we, bumped into Ambassador Cochrane when we came by to finalize the details of the deal. Oh, I get it. Why the big argument about an engine, then? The capabilities of an orbital engine directly determine how powerful the ship in question is. Since such an engine can be installed in a military ship, I can see why they'd argue. Now I get it. It'd be a real mess if that engine let the Imperial Army get all powered up. Not at all, it's true. Normally, sharing such advanced technology with other countries so freely would be unthinkable, but this is part of your Queen's plan. Rather than monopolizing a technological edge, she wishes to provide it to other countries to promote multinational peace. At least that's her plan as I understand it. I get it. She did mention something like that a while ago, now that I think about it. It's pretty incredible that the Queen is willing to try something like that. Like, it's not just an ideal, you know? It's something that could really change how people negotiate. Yes, you have reason to be proud of your Queen, I'd say. My apologies, but this conversation has gone on longer than I'd intended. You're here for air tickets, yes? I'll pardon myself here. Oh, yeah. Say, Mueller, about Olivier. Has he gone back to Erebonia already? What, you've not heard? I haven't really had a chance to see him since the Queen's birthday celebrations, actually. I felt kinda bad about that. Oh, don't worry. That half-wit is continuing to while away his days here in Libero. He said he was going to visit Elmo's Springs, if I remember right. Okay, then. How very like Olivier. Should he ever bother returning to the embassy like a responsible citizen, unlikely as that is, I'll let him know you were asking after him. I'll make sure he at least contacts you before he returns to the Empire. Thanks, Mueller. Thank you, Sir Knight. Hardly. I should thank you for keeping that lunatic company. Now, if you'll excuse me. I see Olivier still causing trouble. What a serious fellow for a friend of Olivier's. He's obviously an Imperial Army man, but I wonder what his story is. Mueller's the resident military officer for the Erebonian Embassy, I think. I've only ever met him a few times myself. He's young, but he's got a strong face. Very handsome. I'd love to share a bottle of wine or three with him sometime. Hey, let's avoid an international incident, okay? Oh, speaking of international disasters, did you meet up with Olivier after I left? I saw him a number of times in the capital. Come to think of it, he did invite me to the Elbow Springs at one point, but I had to decline. What? You mean he invited you? Like, invited you? With him, it's impossible to tell. I was too busy this month to entertain the idea anyway. Normally, I'd have happily abused his wallet for my lodging costs and kept him up all night. Drinking, that is. Oh, Olivier, I think you dodged a bullet, actually. Anyway, let's go buy our tickets at the counter. Oh man, screaming and fighting in a place like this. How pathetic. I wish people could be more well-mannered. I'm with you. That was scary. Now I can buy my ticket. Those two just now, they looked really deadly serious. It seems like they had a fairly high ranks, too. I wonder who they were. Talk. Those people just now were so pushy. I mean, it is a sample of the engine going into the high-speed cruiser Arcel, but sheesh. I can understand them getting so worked up, but it's not even finished yet. Welcome. Will you be using our national flights or our international flights? 2 tickets bound for Ruan, please. Understood. Oh, pardon me. You are with the Bracer Guild, yes? Are you Estelle and Sherazard? Yes? I've already received payment from Elnan with the Capital Branch. Here are your tickets. Received 2 boarding pass. I see, so Elnan did. Very nice, Elnan. Thoughtful as always. Well then, please hand your tickets to the receptionist immediately outside the building. You can check in for your flight there. What are you selling? Issue 2 of the Liberal News. Oh, going back into town? We can check in for our flight at the reception desk outside. Okay, so we don't get to leave. I wanted to at least check. Okay, they're not saying anything new. Talk to them. Talk to them. Talk to them. The next arriving airship is... Ticks me off that Cecilia just left. Next is the Linde. The Linde! So this is the Arcel. What a lovely ship. Just a bit longer. Just a bit longer. Once the new model engine's finished... Okay, it looks like we've talked to everybody. I'm going to try hard not to miss anything like I did the first time through. Hello and welcome. Will you be flying with us today? If you are, you will need to check in and present your tickets. Once we've checked in, we should wait here for the ship to arrive. Are you ready to go? Very well. Please sign these papers then. Sure. Scratch, scratch. Estelle and her companion finished checking in. Thank you. Everything is in order. Please wait in the harbor area for the next airship arrival. Okay. Well, shall we find a particularly comfy bench to hurry up and wait on? Let's fly! Airliner Linde. We've been on the Linde before, haven't we? Ah, what a nice day. The tourists gotta be flooding the streets in Ruan if the weather's like this here. No doubt. Unfortunately, Ruan's pretty busy getting excited over something other than tourism. Other than tourism, what do you mean? The mayoral elections. They're only now gearing up to hold the special election for a new mayor after the last one was arrested. I understand there are 2 major candidates slugging it out for the seat. So it's like an actual fight of an election? Neat. And thinking about it, I guess it is about time, huh? They can't just let the mayor's office sit empty. Speaking of the old mayor, weren't you and Joshua involved in bringing him to justice? Yeah, kind of. We got involved in an investigation which led us right to his doorstep. The one who really arrested him was Lieutenant Schwartz of the Royal Guard, though, after Chloe called her. Come on, you needn't be so humble. You were crucial in his arrest, I heard. You make your teacher proud, honey. But I see. So that's how you met the princess. I had been curious about the details of that. Yeah, Joshua and I helped out at the Genus School Festival. You know, I haven't seen Chloe since the birthday festival. Or Olivier, I guess, for better or worse. And not just them, Tita too. And Zin. Zin returned to Calvard after the birthday celebrations. I believe a request came in from the Calvard National Guild office. He did say to give you his best. I see. If it's work, I guess. He helped us out a lot. I wish I could have said goodbye at least. You'll meet him again someday, I'm sure. Oh, as for Tita and Professor Russell, Cassius and I explained the situation to them after you left. Oh, I see. Thanks, Shara. It was adorable. Tita's such a nice, earnest girl. We told her everything, and then her eyes filled with tears, as though she was just barely holding it in. She said, Estelle's working so hard, I can't just sit here and cry. She taught me that. Oh, Tita. Come on, Shara, you're gonna make me cry here. Sorry. Really, though, you met some amazing people over the course of your travels. Some really amazing friends. I hope you realize just how precious that is. Yeah, I do. Say, Shara, when we get to Ruan, do you think we could find time to go see everyone? Of course. We'll make the time. Speaking of time, we've still got some before we arrive. I think I'll lounge these terribly creaky, oh-so-ancient bones of mine in my seat. Did you have any plans? I think I'll just look around the ship a bit. You can go on ahead. All right, then. Just don't get so carried away that you don't get off at Ruan, Estelle. Tita's so adorable. Hey, don't get too close to the edge. What'll happen if you fall, eh? Wow! This is so cool! Hey, look! That tree is so tiny! Such a pity. Thanks to the clouds, you can't even see the Saffral Tower from here. I'm a researcher with the History Museum. You know the towers, right? I'm here to inspect those. After Her Majesty's birthday celebrations, there were sightings of odd phenomenon around the tetracyclic towers. A little late, but better to investigate now than never, right? Ruan is in the middle of an election right now. The candidates, I believe, are the harbor manager and the owner of a local hotel. I wonder which will win. Come to think of it, that group of bandits still hasn't been caught. Nah, they wouldn't attack us, would they? Oh, really? Grandpa is such a worrywart. I don't know what to do with him. Sure, there were bandits, but according to the news, they don't even have a ship anymore. What are they gonna do? Flap their arms real hard and run us down with wishes? When I was young, the only way to get around was a long, hard trip on the roads. We really have it easy these days, and it's all thanks to Her Majesty. To the right, you can see Valeria Lake. Regrettably, it is cloudy at the moment, but you should be able to see the outline of the lake. I've finished up my duties at Gransel Cathedral, and I'm on my way home to Bose. I must confess, though, all the time I've been away, I've been so worried I thought I'd go crazy. This ship isn't even going the right way, but I jumped on without thinking about it. Oh, did Sunday school end safely at least? Oh dear, oh dear. I hear the casino in Ruan's finally finished its renovations. I left Gransel as soon as I heard. Sometimes you just need to kick back and chill out, you know? Sometimes, he says. Sometimes my foot. We've only just managed to find a job. Huh? Excuse me. Are you from the Bracer Guild, miss? I am, yeah. I thought so. I'm glad we could meet again. Do you remember me? I was one of the people you saved when the Sky Bandits held us hostage. Oh, you were with the captain, right? That's right, I'm Claire. I manage the passenger cabin. Our entire crew owes their lives and more. We're still here at our post because you managed to save us. You're welcome. Is the entire crew of the Linde back at work? Yes, everyone is working even harder than before. That's great. I'm glad everyone was able to get back to their lives. Forgive me for asking, Miss Bracer, but are you traveling for pleasure today? Or work? Unfortunately, it's always work. I'll probably end up riding airships a lot from now on. I hope you'll treat me well if I end up on the Linde again. Absolutely. I hope we get to serve you again. That was a cool little touch. That was really neat. This guy. Oh, no way. I absolutely must make this next deal happen. I should look over the local foodstuffs again. That's a good idea. I should return to my roots and do some plain old investigating. Let's go up. Valeria Lake. Somewhere in that wide open lake, the legendary guardian of Valeria's water lives. Someone hasn't changed a bit. Oh, I was wondering who it was. Hello, Estelle. Hi, Lloyd. I haven't seen you in forever. Looking to challenge the Lord King Mugwump Fisher of Valeria Lake again? For now, no. I'm off to Ruan. I've heard there's a nice, convenient spot right in the city limits. Wow, you sure are dedicated. It sounds fun, but I guess I'm just not that into fishing. Oh, really? It's a pity. You've got quite a talent for it from what I saw at the Kingfisher Inn. I know. Let me give you this. Huh? Received fishing book. Received progress rod. Is this, It's a rod for beginners and a notebook for recording your fishing records. We, the members of the Fishermen's Guild, are dedicated to the expansion of the culture of fishing. We're always happy to provide promising rookies with the tools of the trade. Incidentally, are you bound for Ruan? Yeah, I am, actually. Oh, well then, you'll have a chance to swing that rod right away. There are all sorts of fishing spots in Ruan. Huh, I guess it would be a good change. Now that you mention it, Ruan as a region is kind of full of waterside areas. As I mentioned, there's a point within the city itself, too. You should go there first to practice. For now, so long as you enjoy it, that's enough. Yeah, thanks. I'll definitely give a shot. I pray that you'll join our ranks someday. Well then, safe journey to you. So next up is Ruan, huh? Speaking of Ruan, that whole thing with Mayor Dalmore being arrested was a real shocker. Seems like the whole town's still in an uproar over it, but that's not too surprising. This is my second time riding a passenger liner. The first time I rode one, we got attacked by bandits. But please let nothing happen this time, almighty Idios. That Shara? Incredible. The barrel never ceases to amaze me. Back home in Calvard, airships are still very rare. It was kind of a shock when I found out normal citizens use them so casually like this. I have a feeling talking to Shara will advance the plot. So let's go below decks. Whew! Man, just when I thought we'd get to the resting bows for a bit, it's straight off to Zeiss. If that non-aggression pact with the Empire happens, our trade in armaments is going to explode after all. The plan is to get to Zeiss now and secure some product in advance. Do you have some business on the... Wait a moment. You're that girl from before. Hi, sir. Haven't seen you in a while. I saved you at the bandit hideout, right? Yes, I thought so. You must forgive me. I never had a chance to properly thank you. Allow me to offer my thanks on behalf of the entire crew. You're welcome. I was really just doing my job, though. Still, it is kind of funny, though. Taking a ship on this trip on the same airship I once helped to rescue. Repairing the damage those thugs did took some time, but the Linde's as good as new now. I'm sure she's doing her best with you on board. Ah, looks like she heard us talking. With conditions like today's, we should arrive in Ruan in no time. Please, enjoy the rest of your journey. Let us know if you need anything. I will. Thanks, sir. This is cool. Altitude okay, setting throttle at 60%. Maintaining current heading until we cross the Ruan River. Maintain altitude, keep throttle at 60%. Maintain heading until we reach the Ruan River. And down. This is the cargo room. Ain't no place for passengers. Watch that you don't hit your head wandering around. Our cargo this time is almost entirely ordnance we loaded on at Zeiss. I don't know why, but lately there's been a lot of stuff getting shipped around. Okay. In a moment, we will be seeing a large river. This is the Ruan River, the largest in the kingdom. It's not saying anything new. Estelle, all done with your walk? We still have a bit of time before we land. Okay, I'm gonna walk around a bit more then. You're welcome to walk around, Estelle, but don't forget to get off at Ruan. There'll be a broadcast before we land, so make sure you get back to your seat. Yeah, I will. Airships are still really rare vehicles outside of Liberal. It was kind of a shock when I found out normal citizens use them so casually like this. Normally, when you think Ruan, you think of sea fishing. But there's other good fishing spots too. The Ruan River, the one that flows through the town, and the ever-famous Erletten waterfall are also great fishing spots. If you get the chance to visit them, you should definitely bring your rod. Thank you for flying with us today. We will be arriving in Ruan shortly. Please be aware that there may be turbulence while landing, so we ask that all passengers take their seats. Oops, I better get to my seat. Haven't been here in a long time. Welcome back to Ruan. Oh hey, welcome back. Boy, but I'm glad you guys are here. Karna's been away, so the board's covered with jobs. You guys have your work cut out for you. Geared up and ready to go, I hope? Sending us out already? Oh, I think I can guess the reason for his eagerness. So, oh Taskmaster, I take it you have some urgent jobs for us? Surprisingly, not actually. We're snowed under with work in general, but none of it is particularly urgent. I mean, the election's being held under the eyes of the military anyway. The town's so busy boiling over from the election that the tourists have stayed away a bit. Whoa, the election's gotten that hot? Who's running? We haven't heard. Mr. Norman, who is a proponent of the tourism industry, and Mr. Portos, who wants to try and revive the harbors and shipping business. Remember, this is a big deal. The mayor of Ruan is also the governor of the entire region. People in Manaria and elsewhere are voting too. It's been a real media circus. This election is basically going to decide the future of Ruan. It's exciting. I get it now. That is big. Well, given that I'm underage and not a citizen of Ruan, I guess I can't vote. Gotta admit though, since I basically helped cause this, I'm sort of curious to see where it goes. Okay, then read the coverage from the Liberal News. Their investigative articles are excellent. Investigation. Wait, that reminds me. There is actually a job I'd like for you to focus on. It isn't urgent, but it's something that needs looking into. Oh, what's up? Well, how do I put this? It's hard to explain. Maybe I shouldn't have. Jean, unsure? Hold the presses. I think we're witnessing a miracle. Usually you'd happily pile the work on a bracer until they sink to the ground from the weight of it all. Shara, I'm not that bad. Come on. Well, alright, here it is. I want you to investigate ghost sightings. See, I knew you were going to look at me like that. This is why I didn't want to bring it up. No, sorry. It's just a bit of, a surprise is all. So, what exactly do you mean by ghost sightings? Okay, so it began about 2 weeks ago. We've been receiving reports that people have been seeing a white shadow at night. And not just in the city of Ruan, mind you. Reports have come in from all across the province. They saw a white shadow at night. Well, wait, you mean... so that's why you called it a ghost, then. If it was just a prank or something, you wouldn't be hearing about it province-wide. Exactly. I'd have dismissed one sighting, but with all the reports we've got. While you're traveling around working on the other jobs, do you think you could follow up on a few of the reports? Well, see... it'd be irresponsible of us to take such a job with so much else going on. Yeah, that's it. Estelle, are you? Whoa, no, not at all. You think Estelle, the coup breaker, hero of Libero, would be afraid of ghosts? No way, no how, no. Sorry, I am afraid of ghosts. A little. More than a little from the looks of it. Well, don't worry. Nobody's been hurt or anything, and it isn't urgent. We'll just pretend this conversation didn't... Jean, wait. Estelle, don't you think we should take this job? Don't you worry. Your big sister will make it all better. Besides, investigating this could prove useful to our, actual mission. Huh? Remember, Estelle, our true purpose is investigating the movements of the society throughout Libero. And that involves keeping an eye out for anything even remotely suspicious. Sounds a little bit like a ghost hunt to me, wouldn't you agree? Yeah, when you put it like that, it makes sense. Sorry, Shara, I was being childish. Jean, we'll investigate these sightings and get on to the bottom of them, I promise. Glad to hear it. Anyway, I've got 3 sightings in particular that I think bear looking into. The first one is a report from a guard at Erletten. Apparently, he saw something during the night patrol that spooked the heck out of him. Okay, not scared. The second one I know of was a sighting by a member of the Ravens. The Ravens? That's the local docks gang, right? Hopefully we can get them to cooperate. I don't think that'll actually be as big a problem as you think. They seemed kind of different during the tournament in Grancel, you know? Really? You'll have to fill me in on the way. Well, sounds like you'll make it work. Anyway, the last report is from one of the children at the Mercia orphanage. Wait, one of the orphanage kids? Yes, Matron Teresa contacted us on her behalf. Oh right, guess you wouldn't know. Reconstruction of the orphanage finished not too long ago. According to Matron Teresa, it's more or less exactly as it once was. Is it? That's a relief. I wanted to go say hi to Matron Teresa and the kids anyway. I'll ask about the thingy sighting when I go congratulate them over the new orphanage building. And that's it. Remember, though, this really isn't urgent, so you can put it off for a bit if something else comes up. The rest of the jobs are on the board, so make sure to check it. Race requests, which you may choose to accept or ignore, are posted to the board in each guild house. If you approach the board and press the confirm prompt when the exclamation mark appears, you can see the full list. Select a job to see the details on it, such as the objective and potential rewards. These details will automatically be recorded in your notebook. Once you've heard what all three witnesses have to say, come back here. We can go over all the testimonies and take a stab at figuring this mess out. Understood. The Ravens hang out right here in the city, in the warehouse district. We might check with them first. Well then, let's stop by the warehouse district before we leave town. It's across the bridge, I believe. What do we got here? This is a job to take a photograph at the Sapphirel Tower. Necessary equipment will be provided. Details for this job will be provided by a research staff member. He is staying at the Hotel Blanc, room 101. Looking for someone to help complete a list of ingredients found in the Ruan region. Easy. Fun job to do in your spare time. Interested persons are to come to Moraria Village. A representative of our firm will wait on the second floor of the White Magnolia. Prior experience not required. Sorry, this is really small on the screen that I'm trying to do. A dangerous monster, Cobalt Saber, has been sighted on the Gull Seaside Way. Bracers affiliated with this branch are asked to respond immediately to this threat. Items of note. Monster has extremely high physical defense. Be prepared with offensive arts. Okay, well, this seems a good place to wrap this one up. As always, I hope you've enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, and favorite. Throw any feedback you may have in the comments below. Share the video with your friends. And we'll see you again next time on another new episode of Let's Play The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, 2nd chapter. Farewell.